This week we traveled to southern Utah with our neighbors and fellow Tesla owners that you guys have seen in previous videos. The closest thing that just ever happened, our wings started coming up and I thought for sure the wings were gonna hit.
Don't close your door. Don't close your door. You close the door first. Oh my gosh, okay, they're not gonna listen. There we go.
We don't want to make a report. Who's fault is? Who's gonna pay for who?
We rented two brand new Jeep Wranglers, both plug-in hybrids, 4xe Sahara editions. It's a Jeep thing, right? The Wrangler 4xe went on sale in spring of this year, and in a span of just 3 months, it became the best-selling plug-in hybrid in America, selling out for all of 2021 based on reservations. First impressions are, I think this car is super cool, especially when you're on an adventure. I love that boxy look. Right now, driving in electric feels good. It feels like what I'm used to. We'll see what happens later today if we run out of electric mode and have to switch into gas mode. And to Jeep's surprise, the Wrangler is having its best year ever, setting new quarterly and monthly sales records. And a lot like Tesla, Jeep has already increased the 4xe's price a couple of times this year to adjust for the demand. Check it out. We have the 4xe, we charged them there. Last night, our car was completely empty. We plugged it in. It said it would take about 13 hours to charge. So we're gonna go inside and check out how much juice we got in our car coming from the cable. Using the supply charging cable, we managed to top off the 17 kilowatt hour battery pack with about 26 miles of range. The 4-cylinder gas engine adds another 300 miles when full, for about the same total range as the long-range Model Y. Something that I think is really cool about the Jeep is that the battery pack is actually underneath the seat right here. This is because you go off-roading with these type of cars. You know, Tesla is water sealed on the bottom of the car, but with the Jeep, you want it up and higher. So here it is. It's actually not even hot, and we've been driving around all day long in it. Jeep execs have already hinted at a fully electric Wrangler sometime within the next 2 years. But stick around till a bit later as we take both Jeeps off-road for an eerily quiet experience unlike any other. So I've managed to create my own heads-up display right here with my phone. There's so much going on. It's funny because with your Tesla, it's like just one screen. So when you see all these buttons and you're coming from a Tesla, it's almost overwhelming. You're like, wait, what does everything do? Because I'm just not used to that. The Wrangler 4xe doesn't come cheap though. The Sahara edition we rented has a base price of over $51,000. That's $11,000 higher than the base non-electrified Sahara Wrangler. So one thing that I do really like is that all the windows are controlled up front, so I control the kids' windows, which they don't love, but I'm really enjoying it. It also completely opens up, which is really cool. We're definitely, when it warms up a little bit later today, gonna open up the roof and try that out.
Why are we spanking her?
Oh God.
Your skin's so soft.
The 4xe has 3 modes to choose from. The hybrid mode, which gets a combined 49 mpgs, the electric giving you about 26 miles of battery range, or the e-save mode, which lets you use the engine and save your battery power for the trails or for future use.
I'm buzzing, let's drink up. You deaf look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on.
The car does have navigation, but it's like not what I'm used to. So right now, like, can I just put in the name? There's no Z. Like, can I not go to Zion in the car? So that is why I'm just gonna go ahead and use the phone.
It wants the building number zip first before you put in the name of the outfitter.
All right, guys, big thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. With 3 little kids in our household, the after-school programs, and just the busy weeknights that come with it, HelloFresh is an absolute lifesaver for our family. HelloFresh offers such an awesome variety of recipes and meals that you can easily modify to your kids' picky tastes. You'll find plenty of quick and simple recipes, 20-minute meals that come with easy cleanup and low prep options too, which, to be honest, is huge for us. The meals are super simple to piece together. You save about 30% by using HelloFresh versus grocery store shopping, and everything you need to make chef-curated meals delivered to your door. They also have more 5-star reviews than any other meal kit. so you know you'll get something you'll enjoy. HelloFresh pre-portioned ingredients mean that there's actually less prep for you and less food waste, cutting down food waste by at least 25% compared to grocery store shopping. To try them out, go to HelloFresh.com and use code KIMJAVA14 to get 14 free meals plus free shipping. Alright, let's jump back into it. Next, we took a 40-mile drive over to Zion National Park. Just enough driving to bring us back down to reality from what had been a joy to drive so far.
What happened?
It just like all of a sudden it turned off my battery. It said my battery level was too low.
For 20 miles.
I feel like we just started driving.
Yeah, 26 miles range. It goes quick.
It goes so quick. Wow. All of a sudden it's like you actually have to push down on the gas and it's like jerky. You know, that different feel. Lakin hates it, can you tell? So we just got all outfitted up in our dry suits. Hopefully we'll be able to make it for a little while. We'll see how long we go with all these kids. We're ready to go into the Narrows here at Zion. The Narrows in Zion is a bucket list sort of hike, where for more than 17 miles, the Virgin River carved its way into Zion Canyon, putting you knee-deep in water surrounded by the tallest sandstone cliffs in the world. It's so funny because the kids whined all the way up to this point, and then we were so worried about if they'd be okay in the water, and by far this is their favorite part of the entire experience being here.
Look at that. Real quick.
We've been hiking for probably about 2 hours to get to this point. Obviously we're going really slow because we have a big group with lots of kids, but it is absolutely stunning. If you ever get a chance to come here, do it. Oh my gosh, there's like a gas cap, but for this, that's so funny. What's going on? Are you buying a house here?
I'm interested.
I'm not surprised. I called that this would happen.
Nice, huh?
They're really nice. It's beautiful. I mean, look at your view.
Now how much they cost?
Go buy one. We'll move in with you.
Yeah.
We'll come visit. Next, we stopped by the small town of Kayenta and rented some of the coolest electric bikes you'll ever see from Blue Raven, touring the community on 2 wheels. All right, first time on an electric bike. Here we go. I'm kind of nervous. Whoa, holy crap. We are all taking a minute to get used to these electric bikes. So different than a typical bike, but we're having a blast, and it is a beautiful day. Wow. You can only imagine what the experience is like actually watching a show here. As the storm clouds rolled in, we closed the roof and continued on our off-road adventure. I'm going to take a moment and just kind of tell you some of the things that we like and some of the things that we dislike about this Jeep so far. So far, I love that it's a Jeep and it feels just like any typical Wrangler, that big, you know, feeling up high. It's really fun to drive. I definitely prefer the electric mode though. And there's a lot of things that I miss when I'm used to having my Tesla. I miss autopilot, obviously, things like that. It's weird because I am so used to those features. Also, 30 miles, almost 30 miles of electric range just isn't enough. I feel like we just need a little bit more to make it just that much more enjoyable.
Boulders the size of Texas.
This is what a Jeep was made for, right here.
I thought Jeeps were made for off-road.
Exactly. One of the areas where Tesla's sort of lacking in or doesn't have a vehicle right now is for off-roading. Jeep has been around for a long time and they have always been about off-roading. I would love to see an all-electric Jeep in the future that can do everything that this Jeep is doing because we are having a blast. It is so much fun. I'm jumping around as I'm filming this right now because we are we are off-roading and it's fun and it's a totally different experience. And I feel like I get it now when people say it's a Jeep thing, you wouldn't understand, and you really don't get it until you drive around in a Jeep and you're like, this is totally different and it's awesome. It's kind of like how Tesla owners feel when they're in their Teslas and they're like, you don't get it until you actually own one.
It's gonna be bumpy, so you might go flying.
Oh, yay.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Candyland, Candyland, Candy.
Oh my goodness, that was so awesome, so windy, so